growing up, I had this whole stress disorder that we really didn't know about because as a kid, they just thought I was shy. And that's okay. I don't blame or fault anybody for it because shy people are shy. It wasn't until about 7th grade when we started noticing something more than just the typical shyness and typical stress. It was really weird because all of a sudden I started having seizures. When I went to Central my freshman year, I started getting more stressed. It wasn't even a workload, it was just this whole new experience. I was out on my own. I was living on my own. I had my first full-time job. I had my first, I was going to school on my own, and I couldn't do that. And I had all these 10,000 things on me. As much as I appreciated the support from my major, my professors, my friends, it was just still really stressful because no one prepares, I think, anybody adequately of moving out on your own to pay bills. So that's when my seizures started up again, full force. I got sent to the hospital 3 times in the matter of 3 months for things they didn't know about. They just figured I was super stressed. They were panic attacks, which we figured at that point. They didn't know why they looked like seizures. So I had to quit college and go back home. It wasn't for an entire year, and it was literally only about a few months ago I finally got diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder, depressive disorder, and a rare brain disorder, which is conversion disorder, FND, or functionality conversion disorder. Stress does play a big role into it. You can have a stress disorder, and you always find different ways of dealing with stress. I am medicated for it now, and I think my advice to people who learn they have a stress disorder or they're constantly stressed, go talk about it, because I feel the more you talk about it, the better it gets. There's a stigma in society nowadays that stress isn't something you really should worry about. It's something you push off, but it affects more than just your mental health. If you have stress, if it's constantly there and it's never leaving you, go talk about it. And it's a big theme when I'm talking to people because mental health is important to me. Learning I have a conversion disorder, learning I have, stress disorder and depressive disorder. That's okay to me because it doesn't make me me. Stress is part of everybody, and I think that's one thing we can all relate to.